Oh, we just look at each other?
Yep.
All right, you ready?
Stand by.
Just do a stare down for a second.
Hey, fancy meeting you here. What?
Let's do that one more time.
You're not supposed to say anything.
Still can't.
Come on.
I still can't
You're
do it.
killing me.
Smiling's my favorite. I'm sorry.
I'm friggin' Buddy the Elf. All right, we're gonna do a roll call today on B5 Systems. What are they up to? And you know a lot more about the B5 Systems than I have.
I don't know if I know more than you, but I definitely am a big fan of B5 Systems. They've come a long way. I didn't know who they were at first. They had a couple offerings.
At first, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah. You know, because everybody wants to make a new stock, a better stock, something better for your AR, for your accessories. And, you know, how do you trust anybody?
How do you do that? How do you make better than what's already out there?
Well,
I think it's in the material and the processes.
they have good materials. I mean, there's a whole host of things here.
Quit laughing.
I can't stop laughing. I feel like I'm on Ricky Bobby. Let's talk about what we got first, because honestly, the CAR 15, the Colt automatic rifle, this is a pattern, this is a historical thing. That's what they called it.
Yeah, it's the CAR 15 Retro Series.
Yep.
So in order to start this video, we're starting with the oldest first, but the newest.
Yeah, it's the newest and the oldest, all in the same time.
See it? See what I did there?
I like that this is OD green.
I like it. OD being olive drab.
Yes, yes,
Right,
yes.
right. But we've got a grip. It's definitely old school. It's got the
It's got the lanyard
sling loop.
loop. I don't know what that's for. Yeah, putting a sling in there, right?
Maybe, probably what we got here. But retro seems to be like the hotness right now on decking out your new gun to be old. Why?
I think that people are favoring it because they're tired of all this bastardized AR-15s. We've done it with calibers, with colors, with all kinds of gear.
Hold on a second. You can't say like that's a negative thing, because what you're looking at is a host of new colors and new options for the traditional AR guys that want to be cool on Instagram.
Well, I'll tell you what, they have done it with extreme tact. Because starting right off, man, this retro tiger stripe pattern.
Man, see, now you look at something like this, and by itself, I don't think it does it justice.
I wanted to puke when we first opened it out of the box, but then we said, let's put it on Ryan's gun because it's already multicolored.
Right, but you look at it when it's on the gun and it starts to tie it all in together. And this enhanced SOP mod stock, which is what this is, and you're gonna see a whole host of them down the line from me that we'll go over, but it's in the Tiger Stripe model. And honestly, I'm kind of digging it on this new gun.
I dig it big time. The only thing that we left off was, and we might as well go right to the vert grips. They make a cool vert grip. It's small. I don't use them on my guns. There's a time and a place for a vert grip, tactical operations, definitely. Okay.
But
three gun, not so much.
Hold on a second. You say there's a time and a place. When are you gonna have time to attach that when you need it?
Well,
Why not just have it on the gun?
No, because I have multiple guns. I don't need to have it on.
All right.
So the Tiger Stripe, it's minimalist, it's M-LOK, and I know you're a big fan of M-LOK.
That's the first thing I noticed, because one, it's not key mod, because we've moved past that, thank goodness.
Long ago.
Thank goodness.
Long ago.
All right, but it's M-LOK, and it's easy to do, and the grip texture on this matches the P23 grip.
Yeah, all their texturing on all these grips is the same.
Feels like sandpaper.
It does. It feels like ladder tread tape.
Look at that.
And it's built in.
Yeah, built in already. I don't know how they're doing it.
See, we got actually.
So you can look at it.
When we're done talking about all this, we're gonna put this stuff together because.
Because it does. Why do we leave that off?
I didn't think we knew.
Not our gun,
I don't think
because it doesn't matter.
I don't think we knew it was in the box.
All right, let's move down. Well, hold on. Before we move down, let's talk about what's in the end of this, in the butt pad. So
right, we don't have it.
We don't have the M4 multitasker tool, which goes here, which does a lot of things to help you break down your AR, do any maintenance that you might have to do, but it's built in.
It's got a scope wrench, it's got a castle nut wrench, it's got a tool for adjusting turrets, things like that.
So I mean, you can see that right there, but we don't have one. They probably didn't trust us with it.
And honestly, I love the material this is built out of, because this is truly rubber coated plastic.
Okay.
It's a little bit flexible. It's grippy.
So it'll
Is that
grip.
a word?
Yeah, grippy is a word now.
Snap that on. Now I've got this. Look at.
Drag it across your cat.
You good the furballing tool?
Yeah. Before
color
we
is
move
this?
on to, that's gonna be their wolf gray, which I like. I'm a fan of wolf
like-
gray. I've even got a wolf gray belt on. See?
I could
Look at that.
actually picture an all black gun
with just
with
gray.
wolf gray stuff all over it.
Come on.
So, I mean, I could get another gun.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you could get another gun. But let's talk about a few features on this gun that are very subtle.
Subtle.
And most of the time, when we talk about subtle accessories, it's stuff that people don't think a lot about, but they use them all the time. They just don't realize the importance of them. Let's talk about the trigger guard.
Trigger guard, they make two different kinds. They do one in polymer, that's what this is, and this is actually OD green. So you can add a little color splash down there.
Yeah.
They make one in aluminum also. I don't know if they have anodized colors. I didn't look at
Okay.
the catalog
think
that
they do.
hard. But it's nice. It gives you, I mean,
It opens it up. It opens
it's
it
nice.
up. It opens it up. And next, we want to talk about grip panels and what these do to enhance the grip of your gun. And they're available in a lot of different colors.
They do, and we have all the colors. We stuck some flat dark earth on here, but honestly, I would like to see,
We got rid of them?
they're in the box. I would like to see them all the way around, and having something small like this on my handguard does a couple things for me. If I'm shooting off rocks, I'm shooting 3-gun out west and I'm using rocks, I can get that on there, I can get a bite, gives me a little something instead of hard on hard, we got hard on soft, we got a little something in between. It does give you some protection from the heat, so if this metal
I see
gets
that.
really, really hot, we've got that. And the last thing is, I like that they're super low profile. I absolutely can't even tell they're
And they're textured.
Against a tree, against a pole, I do a C-clamp against a barricade, I've got that rubber
Sweet.
to lock me in.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to grips, because we kind of talked
These
about that.
left-handed guns.
But we didn't talk about what's in front of you right there. With this.
You mentioned the 22,
Yeah.
or the 23. This is the B5 Systems 23 grip. This is actually the 22. The 22 doesn't have that extra filler piece, and you can see that there.
Okay. So right here is your filler piece.
I like the filler piece because I have a longer hand, and it increases that length to the trigger.
But see, I like the more straight pull for more precision shooting. If you're down into prone a lot, that aligns your hand just perfectly. I'm gonna steal it from you. So what I like to do on precision shooting, I'll come in here, grip the gun like this, rides here, and it's nice and easy. It's a more vertical
you can get
grip.
your 90 degree.
Oh yeah,
on
you
your
can
trigger.
absolutely get a 90 degree on this. But that little guy right there, talk about that.
Yeah, and they got them in different colors too. There's actually, this is
Coyote
brown. So you get it to match, and it goes in there, and it seriously goes in and
lodged
stays
in there.
But rather than pull that out, so I can put double A's,
Okay.
2 double A's, I can put 2 1-2-3s, and then this slot, slot's got to be for a 2032 battery or something like that,
Something
right?
like that. And
how cool.
I'm guessing these holes are maybe for a small Allen wrench, maybe?
Little Allen wrenches you could sit in there for maybe adjusting your turrets. But so you could put your 2 1-2-3s in for your flashlight. You could still put in your 2032 battery for your red dot. You got everything right inside the grip. I'll pop that in just like that.
Perfect, easy. All right, moving down on our roll call from B5 Systems, let's talk handguards.
Well, if you don't have one of these fancy aluminum anodized handguards, you're still running an A2 front sight post, you got a carbine. I already put a vert grip on this.
You did. Did you just want to play with it?
I was using it for something else, but I got a rubber band on here to hold these two pieces together. But if you've still got an A2 front sight post, there's no reason you can't put some end lock on the front.
Right.
You can mount this up, pull your delta ring back, snap it in. If you want to put a vert grip on it, you can. If you want to mount flashlights, we've got a couple of these grip panels on there. They just fill right in.
Okay.
And then what do you got there?
And then this is the mid-length. This is going to be the mid-length handguard. And I mean, it's a handguard, it's plastic. It's got a aluminum shroud in here.
That's actually seems like it's steel. I think that's
it's
a steel
steel.
heat shield, yeah.
Jeez. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah,
well,
you gotta
I like
have that heat shield.
Yep. All right, moving down.
This is
with our
right up
last
your
part.
alley.
This is like my world right here, and I love it because it's the collapsible precision stock from B5 Systems.
Collapsible, because this actually goes on a carbine tube.
How?
So
Prove it.
Pull that
Prove it.
down, slip it right on, and then you've still got that adjustable there, but there's more.
Oh, but we're not going to do that, are we? The weight.
But there's more.
No, let's not do that. I don't like
You
that.
want to talk about all these adjustments?
No, I love the adjustments because look, you can get a link to pull adjustment here, and I know
While you're doing
like,
that.
that's not too much. You can show the adjustable comb height. I like that. But let's look at this in comparison to like their enhanced SOP mod stock. You might not think that looks like much, but when you compare it, that's how much you're getting.
You're getting a lot out of that.
You're getting a lot out of that, and that's one of the big reasons why you go with something like a precision stock on these accurized 223s, 556s, is because what's gonna happen is you're gonna end up going prone in a lot of positions, and you'll want that extra length. So like your AR-10s and stuff like that, you're definitely gonna want something like this.
Yeah, if you've got a long neck like me, as soon as I go prone, I have a hard time getting eye relief because I'm standing, shooting. I drop the prone, and then all of a sudden my eye is right behind the optic. So I get a little more length to pull out of something like this. I mean, honestly, on a heavy barrel AR, 20, 24 inch, you know, Predator rifles.
Yeah.
What a neat thing, because I can still collapse it. I get a little bit more portability.
Just a little bit more.
But I get a lot more adjustability.
Yeah, and that's important when we're talking about accessories and finding out what's gonna work for you. And obviously they've got a host of different colors between your wolf grays, your traditional black, olive drab, coyote brown, FDE,
tiger stripe.
Tiger stripe. I mean, you start looking at just the color aspect, and B5 Systems really has gained an advantage in that area.
We missed one thing. Man, all these stocks have flush cups. These,
yes.
Because a lot of stocks don't come with the flush cup. You got to buy it as an accessory, and you got to screw it in. So the flush cups are actually molded into the stock.
So they're captured.
They're actually captured in there. Actually, I said actually. We're not allowed to say actually. Sorry about that.
Oh.
So they're captured in there. You can't pull these things out. You can't take them out. They're still covered by the color.
And what's the most important thing?
They are anti-rotational, so your sling won't just spin and spin and spin, and when you pick up your gun, you got to straighten out your sling first.
That's how you know you're succeeding at life, when you start going, you know what, why are we doing the rotation thing?
I don't even know why they allow it.
Why? Why is that a thing anymore?
So, and they're ambidextrose. There's one on each side because it goes all the way through.
Ambidextrose.
It's like a type of sugar.
Okay, well, that's it. That's your roll call on all B5 Systems that are hot right now.
B5 Systems, don't miss out.
Had to have the last word, didn't you?
I know it's going to get cut off. That's why I paused. I did my best Joe Biden. B5 Systems, don't miss out.